JH Sports and Entertainment.
Hey guys, hey people. How's everybody doing? As always, well I hope, we just wanted to drop a video. Been a day, maybe a day or two, and like I say, I'll drop a video when I got something on my mind or whatever. So this is on my mind, so I thought I would drop it. Um, it's basically, Deontay Wilder. We all know if you followed the situation so far after the Tyson Fury fight. I did say I wasn't going to talk too much on this subject anymore, not because of the backlash. I did get a lot of backlash from it. A lot of, I'm not going to say negativity, but a lot of people were very upset with me. People, even on a personal level, which was surprising, but it is what it is. But I always going to speak my mind. That's what we do here on the do. So we're going to keep doing that. But yeah, so Wilder's been very quiet, very almost silent, right now. Other people are saying that he's been so quiet because that it's not true about what happened. I'm not going to get into too much depth about what we believe happened, or I certainly agree with a lot of people. It seems to be a lot of people in America, a lot of people in Britain don't want to hear it, they don't want to know it. It's out there. I put my video out there if you want to know my feelings on it. It's all out there for people to see, and whatever else, But so Deontay's been really radio silent, right? Which some people are taking that it means that none of this is true because they haven't heard it from they haven't heard it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. But for me, I think that there's a lot of things about to come out as we're hearing now. We're hearing you guys, if you haven't already seen the image of the image of the glove, another image that I think Wilder did Wilder post. I could be wrong. Wilder posted it or made a comment on it or something like that. An image of it might be a drawing or something like that, but the glove's really flat the way it did look, which is the way that the glove looked. To be let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. So I think a lot of things are about to come out. I think that we're gonna, this is it's serious, and people are, you can deny it, you can still deny it all you want to deny it. I'm not in denial personally, but if you are, that's fine. Like I said again, that's up to you. But I know what I see, and I know what I do believe what happened is what happened. And it's horrible. It's horrible. There's no words for it. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. It's just what a horrible thing to do to somebody. You know. But Wilder's very tough. Not just obviously in the ring tough, but he seems mentally quite tough. People are trying to say that, trying to put it out there that Wilder's been depressed or what have you, and apparently it's not, couldn't be further from the truth. Which I do believe he's a strong character, a likable person. Of course, I do like Wilder. I think that it's shocking what happened to him. I think that it's horrible. I think it's disgusting. That's the truth in it. But anyway, we've seen a few pictures here and there of Wilder. We've seen a few things here and there, out, doing whatever when he was out at the was it a barbecue or something like that, or some kind of gathering, a family thing it was, and yeah. So that whole thing, and images of him, I think shooting targets or something, having fun, really having fun. So he seems. I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad that he's recovered. I'm glad that he's not, permanently hurt, permanently damaged, or at least I hope he's not. I haven't heard anything that he is, but he could have been. You know, he could have been seriously hurt. He could have died. Could have died. Some serious shit. Some serious shit that you don't want to fuck around with, man. Me personally, I couldn't. I put it to you like this: I couldn't do that to another person. Me personally, I could not do that because I'm the type of person that have a conscience. So if I was to do something like that, I couldn't live with myself. That's the truth. But that's me. Not everybody's like me. So it is what it is. It's we all know that we all know there's corruption. We all know, and we've all known for a long time that there's been corruption in boxing. That the especially the WBC have allowed a lot of shit to happen. There's been a lot of steroid taking in boxing that has never really been addressed. Okay, fair enough. People get suspended here and there, but it's still rife in boxing. There's a lot of we all know it. We all know it. And if you don't, I'm here to tell you. You should know. There's a lot of steroids in boxing. A lot of steroids and a lot of it that goes on that should not go on. But listen, I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan. I'm part of new media. I just make videos, but again, it's on my mind, so I want to get it. Wish Wilder the very best as well. I wish him nothing but success in the third fight. I'm hearing, of course, that the third fight will go ahead, that it will be in the new Las Vegas Raiders stadium. Of course, it will not be full because the obvious reasons, the situation that's happening. So I'm not sure how many people, excuse me, how many people they'll be able to fit in there, but maybe 10,000, maybe not. I'm not. Don't quote me on this. I'm not quite sure how many people they'll allow into the stadium. But look, it looks like the fight's going ahead. It doesn't look like there's any punishment. You heard what do you call him, Solomon, or what, the WBC president. You heard him say he was in the locker rooms when he couldn't have been in two places at once, and he wasn't there. So it's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. So listen, this video really just to say that Wilder, I wish you nothing but the best, Wilder. I wish you good health. I hope you're training well. I hope that you're prepared. I know he will. I know he will, and he deserves revenge, right? He deserves, if that's the way. If there's going to be no punishment, right? Which it seems there's not going to be. So if there's no punishment, how else is he supposed to get revenge, right? In the ring, right? That's it. The revenge in the ring. So I'm wishing him nothing but the best. I'm glad he's looking good. He's looking in great shape. He's always in great shape. He looks very lean, and as even Tyson himself said, skinny man, skinny legs. He said about him, but listen, he looks great. He looks good. His physique is very good physique. I'm working on my physique as well personally at the moment. So it's I'm kind of looking up to him and saying, great job with that, great job with the physique, because I'm working hard on mine, as I always do. But yeah, the fight will go ahead. I'm hearing the fight will go ahead. It will be there, unless something between now and then, unless something comes out or there's some type of investigation. I don't think so. But listen, I'm hearing that Wilder's sitting on a lot of information. He's sitting on information that hasn't been brought to the surface yet. So we're still waiting to hear what that is, to see what he will say. Because again, he's been very quiet. But I can't blame him for being quiet, because you have to remember he has lawyers and things, and maybe he's been told the best thing is to be silent for now and don't talk about it. But what's done in a famous saying, I can't remember who it was, but there's a famous saying that what happens in the dark will come to light. I'm sure you've heard that saying before, so that's kind of what's going to happen. And then there can be no denial after that, unless people still want to say it didn't happen. Listen, that's up to you. I can't make people's minds up. That's not what I want to do. It's not I don't plan to do that. Listen, you guys are your own people. You're your own people. I'm my own person. So my opinion ain't gonna change. Not after all the evidence, everything I've seen. My opinion will not change. But that, what I mean. So just have some respect on it. Have some. I'll have my opinion, and we'll leave it at that. We leave it at that. But the third fight. Listen, the third fight is. I'll be glued, and I really do want Wilder to get his revenge. I think it's, like I say, shocking and horrible. It's disgusting. It really is, and it's. If it was up to me, then the fight probably wouldn't happen there, just because of when you get cheated like that, it's so dangerous. There needs to be repercussions from it. But again, we'll see, right? We'll see what Wilder does come out with. But like I say, looking sharp. There's still a long way to go. I know that Wilder's I think he's the same age as me, I believe, 35, I think. So that's still for a heavyweight boxer. It's not too old, in some weight classes, 35 or whatever might be, you're getting old in boxing. But in heavyweight boxing, a heavyweight boxer's prime seems to be a lot longer than it is in other weight classes, if you follow what I'm saying. So a long way to go, after the Fury fight. Should he win, you have the Joshua situation. You have a lot of stuff going on in the heavyweight division, which we've talked about. We've talked about the last few videos, right? We've discussed it. So he's got a lot of things, a lot more to do. Where in his division, there's many fights. Many fights to come. There's Usyk, of course, who's recently joined. You've got Chisora. The list goes on and on. Dillian White. The list goes on. And there's a lot of big fights that people would like to see, including myself. I'd love to see Wilder and Dillian White. Deontay and Dillian. Yeah, for me, sign me up for that. I'd love to see that. I think that would be a good fight. There's a lot of good, like I say, a lot of good fights. A long way to go. Of course, the fight that I want to see the most, excluding the Fury fight at the moment, it is the fight that I would like to see Wilder in the most is Fury, to see if he can do it, get his revenge. And but beyond that, after that, I think the Joshua fight would be very exciting. I think the Joshua fight will be a fantastic fight. It would be a huge fight. You know, I think a massive fight. Even people can say that it's not going to be big in America, or whatever. But I think, you know, you put Wilder after, especially if he beats Fury, Joshua beats Pulev, right? I think you build it. You know, you build the fight, and I think that would be massive, pretty much anywhere. I really do. I truly believe that. You know, I know Joshua doesn't have the profile that Tyson in America, but I just think they could be built in you know, the huge fight. I'd love to say it. So I'm hoping for that. The results are going to come out that way. I'm excited to say all this stuff. I'm excited. Like I say, the heavyweight division is, especially being younger, was always my favorite weight class. Was always my favorite. And I've been waiting a long time for it to get to where it is today, where it is now. So it's very exciting. But you know, but like I say, what happened to him is just, you know, there's no words for it. There's no words for it. I never want to say it again. You know, we can go on and on. Like I say, if you want to hear my thoughts on it, look at my other videos. Feel free to do that. But I've spoke, you know, what I've said on my videos previously hasn't changed one bit. I still believe everything I've said to you. You know, I always tell you you know, I'm not somebody who's gonna tell you something and then change, you know, down the line or a few months and say, oh well, you know, I didn't mean that. I mean everything I say. When you hear me say it, I mean it. You know, I'm just speak from the heart. That's all I do is speak from the heart. Some people don't like it. Some people don't like it, and that's fair enough. You know, I can understand that as well. But you just have to, let's be adults here, right? Let's be adults. If you are an adult, of course. But you know, let's be adults. Let's be grown up about this. Let's be grown up. Let's say these fights happen. Can Wilder beat Fury? Yes, he can. Yes, he can, man. Of course he can. He could knock him out. One punch, bang, out. No cheating this time. I can tell you that much. Or at least I hope not. You know, the water situation again. I've never spoke much on it. The water being spiked and the snake in the camp. And I think I know who the snake is. I think we all know who that snake is now, pretty much. And he looks like a snake as well. If you get a good look at the dude. I'm not sure if I get wrong for saying his name, so I'll keep his. You know, I'm not going to say his name, but you know the guy. He looks. When you look at the guy, he looks shifty. You know, shifty meaning like shifty, dodgy. He just looks like he would, you know, be the type to, you know, pay him a few dollars here and he would accept it. And he's in Wilder's camp. You know the guy, right? You know, I ain't gonna say his name, you know, but I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. But it seems anyway. He seems to have figured things out a bit. The stuff that's on his chest and on his mind, and that will come to light. He will speak. I'm hearing that he will speak on it. I mean, I'm the type of person. This channel, my channel, is still a small channel, so like I'm not like some of the other guys who talk to Wilder, and you know, I don't communicate with him. I'd like to do that, but you know, my channel's still small right now as I'm, you know, still building it, still in the process of building it. So I know other channels, they speak to they speak to the fighters and stuff like that. So they know where I'm coming from. But exciting, really exciting time. You know, exciting time for heavyweight boxing. And I've always liked Wilder, really seriously. I've always liked Wilder. Always thought he was a stand-up guy. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's not arrogant in any way. He's not, you know, big-headed. He's confident, which you have to be in the sport of boxing. You have to be confident, right? So you know, I have a lot of time for Deontay. I like him a lot. I want to see him do well. I don't want to see anybody ever again in any sport. You know, you guys know now, I love sports, live for sports, play sports just about every day. Sport is, you know, I kind of, you know, my life evolves around it kind of thing. You know, sport, I love it that much. It literally does. So I don't want to see it in any sport that I ever again. I don't want to ever see anything like that again. The more I think about it, the more I talk about it with people on a personal level as well. It makes me angry sometimes. I do get angry because it's wrong. It really is wrong. Anyway, how do you guys feel about the situation? What do you think? Are you rooting for Wilder to get that revenge and get that W? Does he deserve it? Hell, right? Sure he does. To me, he does. He really does deserve it. He deserves to get that strap back. You know what I mean? He could be undisputed. Like I say, it's a great time. Who knows what's going to happen, right? Who knows? I'm just itching and you know, buzzing for the fights. I'm just, you know, so that's why I dropped it, you know, wanted to talk about it and just give him my props and tell him I'm wishing, you know, I'd like him to know that I wish him well. I hope him nothing but success in the sport of boxing. I think he's been a great champion. I love watching him fight. He's the most exciting heavyweight in the world. In the world. You can think otherwise, and that's fine also, but I think he's the most exciting. Sitting down, waiting for a fight, and then the build up to the fight, all that. For me, Deontay Wilder is the most exciting fight in boxing, the most exciting fighter in boxing. Whether you think he's a one-trick pony, whatever, that's your opinion. That's fine. But to me, he's very exciting. Great at what he does. Deserves to get that back, because I don't think he was beaten fairly. I don't think it was on a level playing field. I don't think the fight was fair, which you don't expect, do you? It's I'm shaking my head because it's crazy. You don't expect it in 2020. You don't expect it in the modern day. You don't expect it. But like I've said previously, I don't know how people think they can get away with doing shit like this, where there's cameras everywhere and there's professional photographers about, and it's crazy to think you can get away with some shit and pull this shit and nobody's gonna notice. Not today. It don't work like that anymore. It don't work like that anymore. Not in today's world. No, the online community, the YouTube community, the boxing community, LDBC, all that. You really cannot get no bullshit past them, me. You can't do it. You can't do it. It doesn't work today. It might have worked maybe 20 years ago or whatever, but today, just won't work. Will not work. You will be caught and smoked out. You'll be brought, like I say, what's done in the dark will be brought to light, and you have to answer for what you do. That's the thing. We all have to do that, right? Whatever we do, whatever decision we make, we have to answer and be responsible as an adult for what we do. So, anyway, again, just quickly, just want to say again, Wilder, I wish you nothing but success. Love watching him, love watching you. I hope you get the win. I hope you do. You deserve to. You deserve a lot in boxing. You like I say, being a great champion, and you can be a great champion again, without question, without a doubt, in my mind. But just wanted to check in with you guys and drop that one. Of course, you want to comment and stuff like that, go ahead, and talk to you guys soon.